Business day. Let's get in a check as to how the equity markets panned out. And after spending most part of the day deep in the red, we managed to see quite a bounce back, 0.5% up, not just for the frontliners, but the broader markets as well. So the mid-cap index notched up just about 0.5%. Pretty quiet for the small-cap index, but we managed to stay in the green. Index gainers came in the form of Grasim. ONGC was a big support, as was DLF, as well as Sterlite Industries. Some results then today. You had Hexaware, which put out its numbers. Net profits were higher by 1.4% on a quarterly basis at 89 crore rupees. The revenues at 500 crore rupees, higher by 14% on a sequential basis. But there was a forex loss clocked in at 5 crore rupees, and the Q2 dollar revenue came in at $91.2. Okay, let's take it straight then to the management who joins in from Cipla to get a perspective of the numbers that are going to come out today. Mr. S. Radhakrishnan, CFO, now joins in. Mr. Radhakrishnan, to start off with, can you walk us through the kind of top line and bottom line figure that your company has clocked in for Q1?
Yeah, this quarter has been a decent quarter. Our income from operations this quarter was 2,000 plus crores with a growth of 24% at the top line. This is the first time probably we are crossing the 2,000 crore mark in a single quarter. And similarly at the bottom line, our profits after tax was 400 crores overall, with a growth of about 58% over the previous quarter ended 36/2011. So again, there's been one of the highest performance in terms of profit after tax. So that's the overall bit in terms of segments. I think the domestic segment grew by 30% overall, and international business grew by 23%, which gave us an overall number of 24% growth at the top line.
That is certainly a strong set of numbers, Mr. Radhakrishnan. Congratulations on that. If you could just tell us what kind of a margin figure that you've clocked in, because we were expecting 23.2%.
Our margin is about 25.8% from the operations.
Okay, and can you tell us how much of your total revenues have been booked on account of the supply of Lexapro supplies to Teva?
Unfortunately, I'm not able to give you the figures because there is a confidentiality clause built with them. So yes, there has been a portion of income from there, but I would not be able to divulge full details.
Okay, fair enough. Now, given that you had guided for 10% growth in FY13, do you still continue to maintain this kind of a growth trajectory, or has it been upped further?
Yeah, see, this has become, it all depends on how the rupee moves, because that's been a significant factor in our performance even this quarter. So overall, if we are as we are, then I think our target should be between 12 to 15 for the year. So it really depends on that big factor. And of course, we have been aided by this income from the US operations this quarter, which probably will be there for one more quarter. But overall, therefore, we believe that it will be about 15% would be our guidance at this stage.
And how much has been the currency benefit overall in your Q1 earnings?
About 7 to 8% would be the benefit from the currency movement.
Now, the analyst community strongly believes that the therapeutic segment, particularly respiratory and gynecology, will continue to be the growth drivers. So what kind of launches can we expect from these segments?
In respiratory in India, we are already the market leaders, and obviously that would be our focus for India. In the international, obviously we're looking at Europe as a major segment, and that some of the combination inhalers, etc., which is in the regulatory phase, we expect to be commercialized as we go along. So that would be two areas where respiratory will get a boost. Apart from that, obviously we have got a wide range of products, and it's not only gynec, it's onco, it's pediatric. Several segments will become a top contributor for us as we go along.
And we believe that the company is renegotiating some products and partnerships which are meeting the company's benchmark of profitability as far as the export market is concerned. Could you give us more details?
Nothing like that. It's just a review of the pricing, because on an overall basis, but there is no renegotiations going on with any partner or customers.
Okay, we'll leave it at that. Mr. Radhakrishnan, thanks very much for taking the time out and walking us through your numbers. So it has certainly surpassed expectations. The bottom line has come in at 400 crore rupees. That's a growth of 58%. 2,000 crores is what they've clocked in terms of their top line, with a strong margin at 25.8%. But remember, today, in terms of some macroeconomic data, you had the Reserve Bank of India, which left the interest rates unchanged, making it clear that bringing down stubborn inflation will remain the top priority. In a move that will infuse liquidity into the banking system, the central bank reduced the SLR to 23% from 24%. Inflation forecast was also revised this time around to 7% from an earlier 6.5%, while the GDP growth forecast for FY13 has been marked down to 6.5% from an earlier 7.3%. Well, I'm afraid that's all the time we have right here on Business Day. Thanks so much for watching.